Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning here in sunny old France. Once again trying to beat the flies. I'm settling on the name of Tig, which is meeting a little bit of resistance, but we'll see what happens.
From me.
Sorry?
Nothing?
Oh. So that's pretty much us. We had a couple of things happen yesterday. Just sort of maybe rethink a few things. One of my dogs got a bit close and got kicked twice. Not a particularly smart dog. So we're aware now that if he doesn't like stuff going behind him, he will kick. And the other small disaster we had is Claire's safety boots broke. So she's now sporting a very nice pair of trainers. Okay, so let's get started. We've got the lead rope on, halter on, normal. He's a little bit pushy, so we're just going to quickly cover the stuff we did yesterday. So once again, hand up, and I'm just going to turn my rope over the back. Now this is all leading into my startup routine for when we start riding. Even with my horses that I ride all the time, we still do the same routine. It doesn't go as long, but we do the same routine. Now a small flick there from him, so we're just going to throw a few more around his back end, just so he can get a bit more used to the idea of stuff being around there. Good boy. Well done. And the same thing on this side. Very nice day here today. The sun's just coming up. Isn't it? Really pretty. But with the sun, I think we're going to have a really hot, scorchy day. So this is just getting him used to me being above him, making noise, things happening. He's a very calm horse. All my other horses, when I've done this to them, have gone quite ballistic. But if they do go ballistic, what you do is you keep the pressure on until they stop and stand still before you move on to the next thing. If you take the pressure off when they're still moving their feet, then that's going to teach them a habit. And one thing I've noticed with this guy, and he's my first colt I've worked with, so I'm working on the premise that this is normal because he hasn't learned any bad habits. So I'll just get my carrot stick.
Can you go away a bit?
Thank you. Yeah, but you do. Not yet, we're back.
Can you go a bit further away from me? Yeah.
Rightio. So, carrot sticks, we're going to use it today. So once again, throwing it over his back. Bring his back in, because this is where we've got problems. So he's getting used to stuff being around him. Once again, keep my hand up just in case he does decide to react to it. Okay, now the next one. Now this trick here we slap the ground, and we'll see where we go. I'm going to start out a bit further. Now here's the rule for this game. You've got to slap the ground 30 times. 3 lots of 10, and if he moves his feet, you have to start again. You ready? And this I'll eventually get all the way closer to his feet. So
you're already only about a foot from them. Yeah, I'm
I'd say
watching.
2 feet from him at the moment.
Yesterday I didn't film.
No, the day before you did.
You didn't?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
So, straight back over his back each time, so he's fine with that. As you can see, we're getting a little bit closer. He's not worried about that.
Well, when you look at his head, he's not happy though.
Well, yeah, but he's not lifting his head. He's a little bit concerned, but he's not reacting to it. He's not going, oh no, I'm about to die the death of 1,000 deaths that my ancestors died for the last millennium. Yeah, it could be because I'm also getting a bit closer. If he does react to it, like say, well not really now, but just back it off and just find a new start zone where he's comfortable. But don't stop doing it. What do you think of that? And then let's just walk it off. Good boy. And of course when you're using the carrot stick, you give him a rub. And he goes, ooh, this carrot stick. Spend a bit of time on the back end, around his hooves. Now I'm not too certain if we said this, but we had to do a very quick hoof trim the other day, which went okay, didn't it? It was a bit rough, but it was quick. Solved the problem. Okay, I have a plan. See my plan? Yeah, I know. That's what we're doing today. You got it? Good. Rightio, so with the rope and stick, now we're going to start, we're going to teach him to yield his hindquarters. Now, one of the reasons why we teach this is that in the saddle, if things go wrong, I want it to disengage his hindquarters by stepping the cross. When you disengage the hindquarters, then they lose their impulsion. So it's like when we're walking, we can walk like this, but if we cross our legs over, it's very hard for us to walk forward. So that effectively shuts the horse down. So they lose their power. So horses get their drive from the rear end, and that's what we're trying to shut down. So what we're going to do is, once again, join up the lead rope. You ready? Okay, so I'm going to lean, I'm going to give them some big signals. I'm going to lean forward, I'm going to get my stick up, I'm going to go, and there we go. Just sticking across and rub it off. And then we go again. Good boy, that's nice. Well, that was easy. But hey, we've got to talk about this, man. You're not making me look good. You're supposed to react. You're supposed to go, oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, so good example, bad example. What I start off with is I start off with getting my stick up. I bring my energy forward, nice big bend over. I tap the ear, 1, 2, 3, 4. If he doesn't move, I then tap him, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, mate. If he doesn't move again, then I tap him harder, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I keep doing that until he actually moves. Then what I do then is I rub it off, rub him back again, and then I reset. I go back to the ask. So I ask, I tell, I demand. And I continue to demand until I get the response I'm wanting. So, okay, so what we do on one side, we do on the other. Oh, sorry, mate. Rub them with the stick first. Lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we set across, and we take that.
Okay, do it now while I'm on the right side of you, because I can't.
Okay. Hand up, lean forward, 1, 2, 3, good boy. You're doing well. You're good at this. Maybe you've already learnt it. Here we go. Okay, go again, bring them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now another thing with this yielding the hindquarters, when I first was taught how to do this, what they would do is they would expect the horse to hold one foot on the ground and then pivot all the way around it. Now, I was reading a book a wee while ago, it was written in 1974, and what the guy was saying is that basically they have a lot of vet injuries. Because they put the foot down and pivot, there are a lot of breaks coming through this part of your leg. So what I do now with this is I just allow them to walk forward a wee bit as we're doing it. So he can walk around and he'll just yield. Now I still want him to yield his hindquarters, but I'm just keeping my hand up, keeping a little bit of pressure on his nose. How was that? It was okay, wasn't it? Rightio. So now we're going to do a larger one. So this is where I'm going to step out in a big circle and we'll get him to yield us away. So what I'm wanting to do is I want him to yield away a bit faster, and I want him to turn and I want him to look at me. So we'll see how that goes. You're doing really well this morning. I know, it's early in the morning. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Good boy. And back. Back. Good boy. I know. 1, 2, 3. So this teaches the horse, when you walk into the paddock, they automatically turn around and look at you. You can't get kicked if the horse is looking at you. So all my horses, when they walk into the paddock, they see me coming through, they all turn and they face me. Do it on the other side. Now once again, he's doing it nicely again, which is not good for the demonstration. What I do is I start off with the thing, I'll go up with the big energy, 1, 2, 3. If he doesn't move by the third time, I give him a tap. And then I keep giving him a tap until he moves, and then I reset and I come back and I do it again. So let's go to the other side. Tell him I'm coming. 2, 3. Good boy. Nice. Okay. Ready to go again? Hand up. And 1, 2, 3. Good boy. Nice. On to the next thing. Let's see what else we're going to teach you. What have we got? Oh, this would be fun. This is called turn and follow. You ready for this one? Now, the other thing is also, we have discussions around here about it. I just drop the rope in the ground. If he stands on it, he stands on it. He will eventually work out not to get worried about it. Like that. Okay, so what we do with this exercise is we throw the rope. You're doing good, man. You make this too easy. You make this too easy. So I throw the rope over his head. I'll do it on this side because you're on the wrong side. Okay, so I throw the rope over his head. I hold onto the lead rope here, and then what I do is I take the rope and I put it behind his back end. Now what I want him to do is I want him to stand still, and then I swing the lead rope so he's got contact coming onto his side, so we're starting to get him desensitized to that. And then what I do is I step back and I put him in a bind. Oh, you're too good, man. You're too good. So what the idea behind it is you put them into a bind and they usually go, oh, I can't move. And then they've got to work it out. Good. Let's do that again. I'm not making this too easy. Okay, once again, I'm holding onto this. I'm going to wait for his feet to stand still. I'll tap him on the side a few times. Just desensitizing into this. And then what I'm going to do is step back. And then I'm going to draw him into me like this. And there you go. You're good. Man, you're good. Okay, go to the other side. Step back. Good boy. Well done. Nice work. Really clever. Once again, I'm standing at 45 degrees from his top shoulder, so if he does decide he doesn't like it, I'm in a safe position. Okay, and then just step back. Very nice. Did well. Okay, now this is what I should have done before that, is we should have started working on our lateral flexing. So he gets used to the idea of moving his head. So we'll just do that now. So this is basically the prelude to doing the one rein stop. Now, I had a discussion with my sister-in-law a wee while ago about the one rein stop, and her interpretation of it is it's the John Wayne one rein stop, where he goes riding along the paddock and the Indians shoot him, and then he pulls the horse to one side and they all flop down onto the ground, and it's just a big mess of legs and carnage. If your horse hasn't been taught to do a one rein stop, don't do them. So this is the starting part of teaching your horse how to do a one rein stop. So what I do is I throw the lead rope over his withers, put my hand on his withers, and I want to stay with him when we're doing this. So I put my hand here, and then all I'm going to do is put a feel on the lead rope, and I'm going to wait for him to turn his head. And when I did this with Pamplona, once again we danced all over the place. Good boy, you're doing well. Okay, we'll do that again. Oh, you're good. Man, you're good. And again. Good boy. Now we're done. So then what we do on one side, we do on the other. Okay, put a distance there this time. So we just stay with him. I'm holding pressure on it. My hand's locked and he just yielded to me, and I give it to him. Now the faster you can give him a response that, oh, the pressure just come off, he will learn from that. He will learn just to release the pressure. So we'll go again. The pressure. He's thinking about it. So now I've just got to hold. He's not pulling on the rope, but he's just testing where he's bound. There he gives it to me. Okay, so we go again. So he's resisting. He's resisting, moving his feet. Ah, now he gives me the pin. I'm going to reward that. One more time. And good boy. You're good. Good boy. That we won't camp out on. I try not to camp out on stuff too long. You want to keep things moving so they don't get bored. I'm just going to go back to my notes of what I'm doing.